Guys, I had been having really nice sort of week and had taken some day off from my work as well and been enjoying life and getting surprises every day. So today, one of my very good friend on this journey, she took me out for like a nice sort of dinner and she ordered my favorite meal and we had it together and had a very good time together. So I would say that I'm really blessed to have, to have met these beautiful people on my journey. So yeah, thank you, universe. So guys, today we'll be continuing our Gita, Srimad Bhagwat Gita, chapter number 4, and it's been a long while that we haven't touched it, but we'll try and continue it. And before starting our chapter, let's set a beautiful intention for today. So I pray to the divine, to the universe, to Sri Krishna, within us and outside, that they make our, paths very easy, or you can say, really full of love, peace, and easiness. And in case there is any sort of obstacle or any sort of things which are trying to be in our journey, then I pray to the divine that they come as a shield and protect us from that obstruction, or the things which are going to be destructive for us in our journey. So thank you so much for participating in the beautiful intention with me. Now let's move on to our content. So we'll take the next verse, in which Sri Krishna says that you and I have passed through many births, Arjuna. You have forgotten, but I remember them all. So Sri Krishna is beautifully explaining Arjuna that we have been born again and again, as in the body or the costumes. So you have forgotten this whole process. However, he's the God, he knows everything. So that's what he's saying. So if we take it as a soul is never born, or it can't be killed, or it can't die. However, Arjuna is seeing Sri Krishna as in physical form or the body form. That's why he's saying these bodies are destructible. Like these have been like born many a times, and we have taken so many births, and you don't know about it. However, Shri Krishna is saying, I know everything about it. All right. So we'll take the now next verse, in which he says that my true being is unborn and changeless. I am the Lord who dwells in every creature. Through the power of my own Maya, or illusion, I manifest myself in the finite form. So he says that he is the God of everyone, and he can't be born, or he can't be destroyed. So he says, how I come into being is I am born out of the illusion. And it's a process of a yoga. He calls it in Hindi or Sanskrit as yog maya, right? With this illusionary yoga, and yoga is a state of union between God and the universe and yourself. So that state, now he says, that's how I am born into being. All right. So we'll take the next verse, in which he says now, whenever dharma declines and the purpose of life is forgotten, I manifest myself on earth. So he says, whenever there is a situation when the dharma is to be destroyed, people are more inclined towards doing the bad karmas, that is, and then they are like doing they are full of illusions. They and they can't think about the right thing, the right decision to take. They are not following their own dharma, which is the right thing to do. So then he says, it's always that Shri Krishna takes a form, and he born on this planet earth with his yog maya, and however he is there, and he always comes and protects us. Like, for example, if I understand, right now he has come here to actually make us understand all these beautiful verses, and all this knowledge. And this is possible only because of him. I wouldn't be able to do it, honestly, but this is all possible because of his effort, that he's come into the being, and then doing all these things through us. So that's how he says that if we look at the ancient history of India as well, we read about so many beautiful mythological stories. One of the stories is about Sri Ram. When he was born, and then he helped the saints who were getting beaten up, or you can say, getting, all these, like all, these devil people, and people who were actually not doing the right karma and the dharma, they were trying to kill them, or they were trying to, mislead them into the wrong paths. They were not letting them follow their paths, the saints. So he came there to protect them, right? And he came to help people who were not able to protect themselves. So that's why, he was one of the, greatest man in the stories as well. So that's how he's described, that every time, whenever these situations occur, he takes a form and he is born. All right. So now he says that I am born in every age to protect the good, to destroy the evil, and to establish dharma. So dharma by means, it's not just about the religion, right? It's about doing the right thing. Okay. It's not about being just religious. I've seen some very good religious people also not following the right dharma, and they are doing such religious activities and everything, but in their hearts they're not that pure souls. They can't do good to people that easily. So it's been really eye opener thing, that how things work, right? How doing your dharma is more important than anything else. Doing the right thing, what is your duty according to the, you can say, ancient books which were called shastra, right? So he says, whenever the situations like this occur, where the saints are in trouble, saints, or the good people who always do good karma, they are into trouble, and the dharma is getting destroyed, then he comes to establish the rightful dharma. So that's how, for example, I was actually going through Brahma Kumari's few days back, and then I watched there that there was a program which was called Yogathon, I think on 21st June or something. And there I saw that all the, spiritual gurus from all over the world and the many celebrities were actually there to support one common cause, which was to support the humanity, the health and goodness of humanity, which was beautiful, guys. It was such a commendable effort. So this is how, we will make the new earth. We will support each other. We will help each other. We'll try and establish the right dharma, and this is how the new earth will be formed. All right. So guys, now we'll take the next slok. In the next slok he says, those who know me as their own divine self break through the belief that they are body and are not reborn as separate creatures. Such a one, Arjuna, is united with me. So he says that my birth is also divine, and it's a divinely form, and it can't be understood that easily. So for an example, if I think, when I do the channeling, it happens to me, it is a divine experience to me, because though I see many visions, but it's a beautiful experience how I experience in my body. I feel like, out of the bodies and out of world experiences, and those are some really divine experiences which can't be even expressed on camera sometimes. However, they are. And it's like, initially I used to think that I am going crazy, what is happening with me, no doctor can treat me and all the other people who are living with me, or they are with me in the same room, they can't see it, they can't experience it, what am I experiencing? So I couldn't believe myself that time. It is hard to understand. So this is like how he is explaining that his total form is divine, how he is born and here, and it is so hard to understand Sri Krishna's real form. And and then we have to accept it. When I was accepting my divinity, that experiences which I was getting, I was embracing it. That's how it came to me more profoundly. Then I could understand. Initially I couldn't even understand, decipher the codes or the things which were given to me, and later on things were making sense to me. So he says that it's not easy to understand him, and those who actually are able to understand him, and when they leave their bodies, when they die, then they merge with him, right? And they are away from this cycle of life and death. So that's it for them, and then they get merged into Sri Krishna itself. And then after that, there is no other knowledge which is left for them to understand. So now let's take the next verse. In the next verse, now he says is delivered from selfish attachment, fear, and anger, filled with me, surrendering themselves to me, purified in the fire of my being, many have reached the state of unity in me. So how he is explaining is that, all these doshas which you say, the bad things like anger, lust, and fear, all these energies who have actually destroyed, or you can say who has won over or taken over, these are all controlled by what? Your senses, your indriyas. One who has actually won this has already won the battle of life. It's a one battle of life they've already won. It's a difficult task to do. And then, after having total dedication, having that true love for the god, and dedication and patience for the god, then they merge into him, right? And this is how, they destroy the illusionary things which are like, layers around them. So when I was actually having my spiritual growth experiences as well, then in between I came to know that, I was actually realizing all of a sudden, you feel like when your vibes change, all the planets and, all the things in your Kundli, your astrology also, they start to affect more all of a sudden to you. All the planets which I thought, were just in the solar system, living, where we were just understanding our 9 planets or 8 planets or whatever they were, and they started to affect me in such a weird way. But that was the moment when I realized, either I put my this fear energy into it and put that negativity into it, or I have another option where I can now, because I can't do anything about them, whatever is happening. The thing which is under my control is my own karma, right? I could actually take care of my present and maybe my future, but so in order to improve that, let's improve my karma, let's put some positive energy into it. That's how I got inspiration of making videos, sharing my knowledge with people, and that's how I started meeting like-minded people. And then I saw that all these planetary positions and all these things, they had effect on me. I won't lie to you that they didn't all of a sudden had any effect on me. They had effect on me, however the effect was really mild. So I remember there was one day, I actually got into an accident, and the accident was with actually a very big and heavy truck, and my car is a very tiny car. And I was like, literally shocked the way the accident happened. It was like, just a minor scratch in comparison to the big truck to my car. So I feel like, when you follow these, divine guidances, when you follow these paths and try and improve and, do good on your karma, the universe comes into, your being, and they are in between all these planetary positions and stuff, and they just play a very important part. They act as a shield. They protect you in all the good ways. And then, you come to a realization, how improving our karma can affect our life so much drastically. So guys, it has been a very profound and eye-opener experiences for me, and that's how I've been able to share it with you guys as well. So take care of yourself, my beautiful soul group family. We'll stop here for today, however we'll continue in our next videos. So take care again, have a very 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 good night here, and stay well and healthy. Until then, next time, bye for now.